Told you I wasn't a fool.
Call me Snake.
I don't know what this is all about, and here's the thing. There are numerous contradictory articles related to Escape from New York. Some saying it's a reboot, some saying it's a sequel, some saying it could be a prequel and or a sequel. Now, there is absolutely no indication that Kurt Russell, who is in the fantastic John Carpenter 1981 original, is going anywhere near this. Now, Carpenter will be back as the executive producer for this, but as he said with a lot of his franchises,
I'm glad you remember me. Yeah. Man should remember his past.
he doesn't really give a shit what people do with him anymore. He's too busy virtue signaling with Avatar.
I take responsibility.
Hey, fuck off.
I take responsibility.
Fuck off doesn't mean go away. Fuck off means fuck off.
So what do we know? We know that originally Robert Rodriguez was supposed to direct this movie. That didn't happen. We know at various times Gerard Butler had been attached to this, as well as other action stars. We know that the filmmaking trio behind this is responsible for
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
Scream 5 and Scream 6. What this comes down to is 20th century. Like a lot of movie studios out there who spent the last 5 years making movies for an audience that doesn't exist.
I stand against hate.
Hey, fuck off.
And therefore not making any money. They are strip mining every IP possible to try and pick every nickel and dime out from between the audience couch cushions. Again, there's not many details on when this is going to come out. We know that the script has not even been written yet. People are saying Kurt Russell will be back as
Call me Snake.
Snake Plissken. I don't see that happening. Not unless there's a whole lot of zeros on the check for this guy, or maybe he gets to make some passion project as a condition of this. There's no indication that this is even going to go into the theater. This is probably going to end up on a streaming service, much like James Cameron's other legacy properties that he says he doesn't, and shows us he doesn't give a shit about, like the woke Aliens prequel, sequel, whatever the hell they're doing. Yeah, that's about communism in space and the workers. I wish I was kidding. What is interesting is who is overseeing this production, and this is where probably the ESG horseshit comes into play. Someone by the name of Steve Asbeth and J.R. Young are overseeing the Escape from New York sequel. Under this Steve Asbeth's direction, 20th Century did what they did to the Predator series. You remember that? That 14-year-old girl in that Prey thing that went direct to streaming? I don't think it's unreasonable to expect that that level of quality of script.
Why do you want to hunt? Because you all think that I can't.
And writing infused with what a lot of people like to call woke, but is really just ESG score targets that need to be hit to have your loan have a lower interest rate to make things like this. Should you have hope for this? I don't think so. Sometimes we just need to leave things alone. In this case, they don't have any ideas. They seem to be hell-bent on deconstructing everything, and if it's not made a woman,
I stand against hate.
Fuck off means fuck off.
then it's made trans. Look for a lot of these IPs to go from being a biological woman, because there are only two genders, to a lot of these 80s action heroes becoming non-binary. Why? Because that's the new agenda. One thing I will say is that Kurt Russell's own son, he was recently in the ill-advised Falcon and Winter Soldier.
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to step up. Because if you don't, the next Carly will.
Hey, fuck off.
Anyway, he played the bad guy in that. His own son said he wanted nothing to do with replacing his dad. So, I don't know. Why not Queen Latifah? Let's have her be the next Snake Plissken. Why not? I'm Salty Travel and Sea. Take it easy.